Okay. So we are going to be going over generating a question and using Google Scholar. Be sure you're taking your guided notes as you watch along with this. You'll be taking a picture of them and uploading it to Google Classroom. Uh, so your research question should connect to your observation from TLAS 1. Basically, what I'm looking for you to do is to research the dynamic of whatever group it was that you observed to learn more about them. Okay. So if you have not completed TLAS 1, don't start this. Your question should cause you to look deeper into society. Again, this is sociology. This is the study of society. And so the basic idea is that we're doing kind of a deep dive into doing academic research. Your question should not be yes or no. So please don't ask a question like, I don't know. Are sports good for kids? Something that would have an easy yes or no question, or are extracurriculars beneficial? Like something like that, like that really doesn't have a deep answer. You're going to want to look deeper, like what are the benefits of sports for high school children, or what are the benefits of extracurriculars for academic achievement? Something more like that, where you can get into a bigger answer, not something that could just be answered yes or no. Your question should lead you to understand the bigger dynamics of your group. There's not going to be academic research on Synergy Volleyball or the After School Business Club, but there will be academic research on similar groups or the bigger group dynamics. So again, you can look into sports programs or even volleyball programs or business programs for high school students, something like that. You basically want to understand, like, how to, looking at your group, how is this playing out in the rest of the country? You observed how it played out here. How is your group playing out in the rest of the country or the rest of the world? Your question should lead you to end up wanting to know more. You know, uh, we never fully answer these questions, and something you'll learn as you get into college is the more you know, the less you realize you actually know. The more you know, the more mystery there is. And so, we're just getting, you're just dipping your toe into the water of what academic research is. I'd really encourage you, again, like hopefully whatever group you observed was something that was interesting to you. I would ask you to really take an interesting angle, or an angle that you are interested in, excuse me, in doing this research if you really want to get the best results. All right, let's take a Renzo cleanse. I know doing these guided notes is going to be a little difficult. Oh my gosh, is there anything cuter than Renzo with a little hat and a little coat? I don't think so. Or here's Renzo and I outside of a vineyard. And just look how sweet he is. Look how he looks right into the camera. Take a minute, breathe, shake out your hand. I know this guided notes. I know this feels heavy. I promise you, it's easier than it's easier than you think it's going to be once we really get into it. But hopefully, this Renzo cleanse helped clear your mind for a quick minute. Are we all ready to go? What's next? Oh, look at my sweet puppy. All right, let's move on. Again, should I begin this if I have not completed TLAS 1? That is a real quick no. Please do not do this if you have not completed TLAS 1. This assignment will not work out for you. Once you generate your question, have it approved. Again, it should work the same way. Your group observation is email it to me, make sure I approve it. Then you're going to post it under TLAS 2 so you can get that first point. You're going to go to this website, www.scholar.google.com. Do not use just straight up google.com. That is going to take you to a whole bunch of different places. So what is Google Scholar? Google Scholar is a place that only puts up academic articles. It's basically a scholarly search engine. It's kind of what you're going to have when you get to college. Now, there's a couple of things I'm going to warn you about. The search engines from your college will subscribe to a bunch of journals or maybe to some kind of program. So you'll be able to access every journal when you get there. Since we're not in college yet, Google is only able to show the ones that they have access to. So you may not necessarily have access to every journal. And I don't know how to prepare for that. There is a scholarly search system with the Los Angeles Library. If you have a library card, I can show you guys that later if you wanted to use that. But here at Synergy and Maya, we don't have access to an academic search engine. And so again, you guys are going to college here in the next 1 to 2 to 3 years. My goal is to just dip your toe in the water. I'm not asking you to do full scholastic research, so don't sweat it too much, but just know that's going to be a little bit of a hurdle you're going to run into, okay? All of your research should come from peer-reviewed and academic articles, and that is going to be all that's on Google Scholar. They also will have books. Just ignore those. For now, you're just going to want to focus on the academic articles, okay? If you don't know what words mean, use your thought catchers. And so some of you might wonder, well, why have I been showing you all these words? Part of this is to give you kind of an arsenal of words that you're going to run into when you look at academic articles in sociology. They're going to use a lot of the language that we use in our thought catchers. So if you're missing thought catchers in 2271, I have it in the side of them in the side of the room, and then in 2373, I have them in the back of the room by the desk. I'll have them organized for you guys, and your goal should be to make sure that you're completing those, okay? You should start with limiting your results to the last 10 years, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But you don't want to go much older than that, because then that research it's getting a little old, and so you want to be in the last 10 years. So you will need to look at articles that are available on Google Scholar. I'll show you that here in a second. All right, here's a kitty cleanse. Do you see him here? Here's Emmy, here's Roy, here's Emmy again. Isn't she a beautiful cat? My goal is to help cleanse you guys. I know doing this academic research can feel daunting, but I think if you power through it, if you stick with me, you're going to be in a good place, okay? I'll have you write what questions you have. Let me real quick just show you what Google Scholar looks like. So you can go www.scholar.google.com or just type Google Scholar into your search engine. There we go. And so then whenever you search, let's say I was searching benefits of vacation for teachers. Yeah. So I would have this ability to look at articles on that. And then if I were to sort by date, I can make them within the last 10 years. So I could say 2014 to 2024. If you're not finding much in this, then you might need to open it up slightly, but I would start there. So then if you look here on the right is where you'd be able to look at the full articles. Looks like there are actually quite a few of these. So just click on this one. And here I go. Effects of vacation from work on health and well-being. Lots of fun, quickly gone. All right. So here's where I'd find my articles. The cool thing about academic articles is usually they give you like a summary on the front so you can see what it's going to be about. I'm not going to expect you to read articles page by page, word by word. I think if you can read the introduction, get an idea of what it's about, you might then want to key into whatever it is that interests you. So that is the beginning of your research. Thank you all so much for watching.